Hello, my name is Father Gregory Pine, and I am a Dominican friar of the province of St. Joseph, and my first language is English. But based on the volume of mistakes that I'm about to make in the course of this interview, I might call that into question. So I find myself here at Camp Catalea, Camp Chasatanga, by a wending way. I got to know Austin Ashcraft in college, and Austin, being good friends with Adam Truffant, that is, introduced me to camp, and I had the opportunity to come here for the first time 10 years ago, and then again 4 years ago, and then I find myself back here again, which is a great delight. One of the things that's very wonderful about being here, the foremost thing that's wonderful about being here is being with the people here. But I think part of what makes this place kind of holy ground is that it's so near to such a beautiful environment. So I'm from the East Coast, and when I want to go hiking to get high and to get beautiful, as it were, you kind of have to go a bit of ways. So up to the White Mountains in New Hampshire, the Adirondack State Park in New York, or Shenandoah Valley in Virginia, or here. If you're looking for bigger mountains, you got to come here. And just kind of my journey in faith has been in large part a journey deeper and deeper into the beauty of the Lord. And that sounds like a little bit strange, I suppose, or even like a little bit fluffy, but I think that it's an accurate presentation of what has transpired in my life, because I think there's something about beauty that's very healing or purifying. I think that our lives are often very busy, they're very distracted, they're very dispersed, and truth be told, they can end up being kind of ugly. You might live in a beautiful city or a beautiful suburb, but those are rare, or at least it seems to me that those are rare. I often find myself surrounded by buildings that were put up over the course of 14 months using whatever materials slapped together in whatever way. And they might be functional for a time, but they're not constructed on a human scale with human values in mind. It's rare that you find a place where it seems that we ought to live rather than a place into which we are currently being slotted. And I think that when you come here to a place like this, you see a kind of deliberate intention on the part of God, who is an artist or an artisan, and who makes things so as to be beheld. When people describe beauty, they describe it in all different kinds of ways. One of the ways that I like to capture it is that it's something that is whole, it's something that is balanced, and it's something that's luminous or radiant. And there's a wholeness to it insofar as, like, there's nothing missing that ought to be there. It's balanced in that the parts are all in proper proportion. And it's luminous or radiant in that you get the impression that this is from an intelligence and for an intelligence. That whoever put this thing together esteemed you as an individual enough to say that I will give this to you because I think that you are capable of receiving it. And so, yeah, maybe in the 21st century, we often put the lens of a camera in between us and the thing, or we put the viewfinder of our iPhone in between us and the thing. But I think it's important just to be present to the thing, because the thing has been made present to us. I was once in Yellowstone National Park, and we were bopping around at some of the front country sites before we went backcountry camping for a bit. And it was the first time that I'd seen a grizzly bear, which is a terrible sight to behold. And he was shepherding these elk through one of these glades in the lower part of the park. And I was about to pull out my camera, but my friend, Father Timothy Danaher, said, "Don't, just watch." And I did, and he did his business, and he was gone within, 2, 3 seconds. But I saw something awesome, and I probably would have missed it if I had tried to capture it, which is strange. But I think that there's something about our minds, specifically our memories, which is kind of bathed in beauty, and in the process of being bathed, it's purified, it's healed, and it's given back to us. Beauty has a way of humanizing us, or rehumanizing us, because sometimes when we slot into the modern world, we act as if we were robots or machines or automata. We begin to think of our lives in terms of maximization or optimization, in terms of efficiency and efficacy. But there's something about nature which reminds you, no, you are a delight, and you are to be delighted in, for God has created you for no further purpose. Yes, there's all kinds of pressure that we put on ourselves to be active in the ministry, whatever that ministry might be, and to work sedulously for the salvation of souls. But ultimately, God created us not out of need, not out of lack, not because he couldn't accomplish his plans other than by making us his minions. God created us because he thought we might like it. And when we behold the beauty of nature, we have a deepened appreciation of the fact that this is so. Because if he is painted in such rich hues, if he is carved with such subtle instruments so as to shape these mountains and to fill these trees, then he must be very good indeed. And if I am begotten by such a good God, perhaps I am good as well. So it's a joy to be here at camp, a joy to be with you by way of the wonders of internet communication. And yeah, let's pray for each other that we might be healed and purified by the experience of beauty, that we might be, yeah, drawn by beauty deeper or further up and further in to God and to his love for us. Cheers.